All right, these are the panels we're gonna put up on the walls in that bathroom. And let's see, my pops was here. We did the trim. I don't know if I showed that. And then he came today and put this. I think this is what he did. Like a nice top molding. That looks pretty nice. Trying to find that profile. The original's like impossible, so I'm just going to go with something that looks nice. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. I think that will do. Yeah. Welcome back to the bathroom project, everybody. Today I'm gonna finish priming this. Might start priming all this trim. I don't know if I want to do that too, but we'll see. I don't know. Might keep the blue surround like on that window, but that like board trim, I think that's going to be white anyway. And then I got in here to do, let's see, that trim down there that my pops made. I'm going to quickly nail that on right now. And then this whole wall is going to be white. We're going to do accent wall, white, 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 and the rest of the room will be this blue for now. What do you think? Okay, let's see. So that's one coat of primer. That blue's tough to cover, of course. I think these walls came out pretty damn good for what I am. You don't see, the only thing I see, it's hard with the light. This light has a grate on the front of it, so. But that's my seam there. It's decent. You can still see a pencil mark, so I got another coat to do probably. We're here too, did the trim. Finally took that cover plate off. Let's go in the bathroom. Did the whole, I don't know if you can tell, probably not because I don't bring the light in, but did the whole ceiling primer. This is all primed. And what else? I think, yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna do the trim white. So I guess I gotta do around the window too. Maybe I'll leave like the window itself blue, a little accent, I don't know. This is gonna get paneling, 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 don't have to do it. So yeah. I got the heat up. I'm only at like 60. I was going to show you what I'm using. I'm using this brand Kills, which is recommended. I mean, I used to use it with a buddy of mine. We were doing remodeling, but yeah, you can't see the label, can you, Russ? But it's Kills. It's K-I-L-S-Z. It's really good at covering, so that's why people use it and recommend it, especially dark colors like. I mean, obviously that's one coat, but I think I went over here already and did a second. Yeah, so I just gotta patch up a little bit more and should be good. Okay, instead of waiting and watching paint dry, I'm gonna get this trim going that I got. I got trim that's gonna hide all this, these screws, all the way around. And I just put it down somewhere. Let's see. Well, I got the what I'm gonna use is plastic. It's a plastic version of wood, you know. So I got to get flat cut on the bottom, 45 up top. Then in the corners, you do it's called an inside miter. So I'm going to do these two here. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I think I'm going to work my way in. I'm going to start out here. This big long piece coming up to here. So I need to measure to the top. It's going to sit up there. And then this measurement to that corner, that's going to be 45 like that. Okay. All right, let's see how I did. So I did this one. I got play, which is good because I trim at the bottom of the wall so I can go up and down. I did my 45. I measured right to the wall. And there's a bunch of caulking or mud in the corner, so I can always play with that. But as long as these 45s are not, I mean, I did them on the saw. I guess I'm gonna have to flex that to, yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, it ain't gonna be perfect. So that corner now, I need to make a 45 going in like that. Okay, let's go do that. All right, guess I need a taller stand. So that's that 45. I did it on this one. Did I do it right? Are these supposed to fit like that? Yeah, well, that's good. All right. Are they fitting nice or is it a mess? It's probably just gonna have to be filled with silicone anyway. That's how confident I am. All right, so that's gonna be, and I said I needed 47, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it at 47 and then I can trim that one. Or it gets confusing. See, I cut the wrong angle for this corner. I need to do this way. That's more like it. Where are we? There we go. I got music playing, so I'm talking over. Okay, 75 inches up. Now I want a cut of 45 coming down like this because I want the other piece to meet it, right? Yeah. All right, so let's cut that. I can show you what tool to use. This is a miter saw. You can do all these angles. So we said we need to come this way, 45 degrees, which should be clearly marked right there. And then we make sure, again, that was right? Because that's the top coming up. We need a 45 right there. Okay. It's nice having a little slop to work with. That'll go right there with a shadow. Okay, let's get that last piece. Just want to let you guys know, I've never done this before. I've never done miter cuts or anything. I just know the principles of it. So yeah, this helps just clearly looking at what you have to do. So that has to be a 45. So it can meet that one in the back. And up front, it's going to be the opposite. Well, so let's get an accurate measurement with the tape measure, which is gone. I just screwed that all up. I think I had this up there. Did I not match the ends? I don't know. Or maybe I cut the wrong piece on the saw. Okay, over there, now I gotta make this a 45. And then I think I still have enough length to do my, we'll see. Otherwise, I have another piece. Okay. I'm gonna clean out that corner. A lot of mud. Look at how much mud is in that corner. It sticks way out. So let's get that. Yeah, it's still long. Well, look at, I did it again. Jesus Christ. There it is. I rotated it. I had it on the blade, ready to cut like that. You dumbass. Let's just take these over to there so we can see what we're doing. Boy, and to think I was going to be a carpenter. Jesus. All right, so that's going to fit. All right, trim is done. I think I can nail this. Yeah, I'll just get some nice pa-chink nails. You know, pa-chink. I'm not hiding that screw for some reason. I guess I could tuck it in. Let's see, what was I gonna do? I think I was gonna come to here, then I'd have that weird lip. So was I gonna come out, hide that lip? see. Let's get this. This is like two different drywall. Well, actually, then I'm gonna have the paneling too. So do I have to wait for the paneling to mount this? I probably should. Maybe I'll do the paneling next. That doesn't even fit very nice, but whatever. Sandpaper's for. All right. Let's look at this other side. Maybe it's easier to look. Ooh, look out! What happened? Still in there? Zoom in that much. What the heck just happened? Yeah, anyway, so this one's... Look at that same funky lip on this side. What do I got? Two different walls? I don't think that's going to be it. I don't know why this didn't go all the way to the end, this trim stuff, but it did on... No, the other wall's just full of mud right there. Whatever! So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not worried about seeing that. I mean, would it look better in there like that? I don't know. Decisions. I'm not a finished carpenter, apparently. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's all going to fit nice once I finish it. And I'm going to get some paneling going for these walls. All right, where did I leave off? I was going to cut panels, which I did. But look at, I did another coat primer. Can't even see the blue. So 2 coats came out beautiful. This wall looks great, except for right there. You can see that little hoo-ha. I didn't do a good job. As good a job sanding. And then there's one little crease there, but whatever. Whatever we say. So lots of good progress, as the Canadians say. So yeah, here's our panels. They're all cut. I started with these 2. They land perfectly on a stud, which is great. And this one was a little wanky at the bottom, so I couldn't get it level. But this trim is nice because it has a ridge. It sits right like that, holds it in. So that's gonna be nice. Get that painted up. Got this one I just cut in for here, and then I got 2 scrap halves, which are gonna fit perfect right here. Just gonna cut out for the switch. I'm gonna do a little shelf here. That one's good. This one's gonna go all the way to the ceiling, and I'll leave a gap at the bottom. This one I'm gonna leave a gap at the top because we're gonna have the wiring for the fan and such. But yeah, I need to get this one tucked up on there. And I don't think I'm going to the wall. I was gonna, notch it up. I'm just gonna leave a gap in that corner. You won't even see it. A little paint. Hide it all, baby. I've not been doing any photos of this. I'm doing all video. I guess photos were so 1980s. This is all dead, not live. But this panel should be cut to slide right in there. Sounds good, right? Throw it right out. Don't clean the workplace, Mike, whatever you do. Very nice. I probably need to notch that top. Let's see, how high do I go? Oh no, I was going to leave a gap. That's right. I was going to go behind the trim down here. Leave that open. Yeah, okay. So we're good. The thing that's a gap is down here. The heating pipe needs a notch. It's going to tuck behind this ledge. I don't know if you can see that. Where you're talking, no, not really. So yeah, I should be able to, have the trim in front of this. So I don't need it to go behind it, but I just figured there's a big enough gap for this. But when it gets up here, it's just going to be flush. And then it'll just be that tiny little half-inch gap going up. So let me cut that out, I guess. All right, I'm calling it a day. Oh, I'm going nonstop. I'm not one who could stop and have lunch and now sit down. Forget that. So I got a late start, maybe 10:30, 11, but I got a lot done. That was impressive. And I got a long weekend too, so I still got Sunday, Monday. Gotta do some stuff up there still too. Just thinking. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and I don't know how I'll cut it, but we'll see. This might be one long video, but thanks, and we'll talk to you soon. Got some snow and rain all day, so back up here. Just started painting. This is all ready for paint, so I started edging, doing all the edges. Just using the 5 gallons I had from the front room. Earlier, I came in here, secured all the panels. I think I ran out of nails, so. Trim, I still have to do the trim. I don't know why I forgot to prime that wall. Maybe I'll leave that blue. I don't know. What do you think? Would that be nice, like a blue window? I don't have any paint to touch it up though, but started working on this vent thing. This is all primed. I gotta get different paint for in here. All this trim is secure. Did that, and I mean, it looks decent. And over here, I'll have to do, I don't know, paint. I could bump this one out a little bit, get rid of that little gap, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, man. I was thinking paint will hide everything. Yeah. And then still got to do this doorway, but that's coming. Pretty impressive. This was in that Ziploc bag, and it's still wet from when I did this in the summer. I think that came out pretty good. One coat down. Hopefully I can do just one. I think I tried that in the other room, but we shall see. Still got some priming to do and the stuff in the bathroom I forgot. So I think that's it for today. Happy Saturday, everybody. You know what that means. It's work on the bathroom. I think I'm good in here. I think this came out good. I can't tell if that's reflection of the blue tape or I'm seeing blue underneath. I'll have to get a good light in here, but that's just one coat of paint. I guess I could do more. Maybe I will. Still have to do, I got white semi-gloss for the bathroom, so I think I'll do the trim out here with that. That'll be a little more durable. And then he's bringing over the door so we can deal with this situation. Get that set up, hopefully. He extended it, so we just gotta raise. I got all the paneling up. I'm putting trim up. It's not on nailed yet, but I'm just gonna get the height. And these ones, for some reason, are they're short. So I might just leave them and do a 45 angle on them. Same with the base. Must have been when I cut out the shower. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. He's gonna work on this with me. We're gonna be boxing this in to put up the exhaust fan there. So that's what he's gonna help me with. What else? There's something else I think I had to say. Yeah, because we extended the wall out. This corner's different now. The wall used to be there. So this has got to come out this way. You're not going to see this corner. The vanity's going to be here. So I'm fine with leaving a gap there. And then the same here. This will be out. I'm not going to add a little piece there, but I probably won't. So I'll probably just cut a hole for this heating pipe. And that'll be that. Then it's get the vanity in here, toilet in here, coming along. So that's what we did. That's what we came up with. A nice end piece. It's going to be screwed so I can take it on and off. Get to the fan. That's all level. And then here's the mounted the fan to the base. Let's pop down through with a cover. Prime and paint all this. I think right now I'm going to get that electrical. Bring it back over there. Maybe I'll play with that. It's Sunday. I got to work tomorrow, of course, but it's getting late in the day. Might as well get something done, right? All right. Got that all boxed up. Electric's up there. 2 screws holding it for now. I'm working on a box here now for this. I'm gonna drop down about 4 inches. We'll hide this wiring for the light. And then I'll have I got the sides I'm gonna put on there. Light will still be mounted there. Once it's all primed and painted, that'll look like a beam, right? And it covers all that crap. Man, she's coming together. Good Lord have mercy. All right, got you in a crazy angle there. So I just tack this up temporarily. Because the mudded stucco ceiling is not level. So one side is higher than the other. So I need to lengthen this side or shorten the back side. I think we're going to shorten that back piece. All right, let's see how we Mickey Mouse, did this. Trimmed off a 1/2 inch. It looks level. Let's see. Yeah, that's freaking. It was like I knew what I was doing. All right, so to secure this to the ceiling, once I finish completing what I did, I think I'm just gonna put some blocks in here to nail to 1, 2. I could just do some. No, yeah, that'd be the right thing. Put in some sort of spacer to come down. The light. Let's see. I don't think these are long enough to go down there. Let's see. Let's get the button where. Yeah, they don't come down all the way, but I think that'll be fine. All right, if my horrible math skills are right, 23 1/4 should be the middle. That's 20. Oh yeah, because it's dead center. Light's power is going to be coming from that way. So this is the base. We want, let's see, this is going to be like that. So we want the light. No, power's coming from down here. The light, which is the front of this thing? Oh, the front's on this side, so facing the shower. Is that how we wanted it? I guess. It's a 24-inch light. Perfect. All right. Like yay. It's probably dead center. That's cut out, knockout for. Yep, that's dead center. All right, so somewhere in here, we'll have it centered on this too, I guess. And then just you can go with this hole saw because it's the first one I saw that was out. And roughly the same size. Told myself I wasn't going to do any woodwork in this room because it's dust free for the moment for painting, but that didn't work. Always put these in the middle of the slot so you have room to adjust. Because we all know Mike doesn't get things straight and level. That. And see, that was way off. Well, let's see. Can I get it on this side at least? No, it's just too tight, that's all. Cripes! Starting to look like something now. So yeah, put a little box and covered it that. Obviously we're gonna take all this apart again, much like rebuilding a car. You gotta mock it up, take it down, paint and prime. We got some filling to do over here, a little gap, but I kept the wall nice and straight. Well, except down there. Nothing a little caulking can't hide. And then yeah, obviously the corner, this panel didn't go all the way to the end. You know, there's some stuff going on. Wait a minute, why this was supposed to go all the way to the end? What happened here? Oh, for God's sakes, let's see. Should I fix that? All right, crisis averted. I had this underneath. It's supposed to be next to it. And so we just need to cinch it all up eventually. And then paint prime, obviously. So it's all coming back down, but looking good, looking good. One coat of primer done. Could do this side. Picked up some wood putty, because I don't think I even showed this yet, but got the door mounted up here. My dad added a section, so we're gonna raise it up. So I'm gonna give that a little putty there. Where else did I need it? There was something else for this house that needed wood putty. Maybe I was thinking the seams, but I think that'll just be silicone. Yeah, this came out good. I'll just, another coat of primer there. Be good to go. That's what it was. Just the nail holes for that, and all these nail holes for the. I haven't even nailed this yet, so that's the old nail holes. I gotta fill all those in. Another thing I have to deal with is this carpet. See, we cut it, or I cut it, to fit in there. I mean, the right way to do a carpet is, well, you can see that's a bubble, like it's bubbled up, is you get a knee kicking tool, and then there's the wood underneath with nails coming up like this, and the rug catches it, pulls it tight. But I don't have the tool. I don't want to wait for the tool. So Dad's gonna love me because I didn't wait. But anyway, I took and cut what I could. Got the old weights out because they're not doing any good downstairs anyway, are they? And I cut this nice and tight. And I just used whatever was in the caulking gun. And it's plenty secure. I mean, I did it over here because this is going to be like a closet, so you're not going to be in here ripping up the corners. But out here might be a little more high traffic, so I wanted to try it out there. I did just pick up some seam sealer for carpets, and it just dawned on me I left it in the car. Because you know where it is? It fell off the seat, and that always happens. So, all right, that's something I got to deal with too. All right, here's what I picked up. Universal carpet seam sealer. That's because down here, somebody shouldn't have been working and he did make a mess. Let's see if I can show you what it really is supposed to look like. I mean, it's so tight already. Oh, there we go. There, see that carpet tack? I think it's called carpet tack. All these little nails come up. Then you get your ferning here underlayment. But you stretch the carpet and it grabs that. But in this situation, I think it'll be fine. I cut it a little short. You can see my hackery, so I got a little glue down in there. It'll be just fine. Nobody will notice. All right, got her all laid out. The reason I took this down to prime it is because it's a wet area. You know, I don't want bare wood, like all that bare wood up in there. That would attract a healthy bit, an unhealthy, I guess you should say, bit of mold. So we'll get some primer on there at least. And I don't know, do I need to paint it or just prime it? I just figured something you can wipe off mold. Once it's in the wood, you're screwed. So we're gonna do all three of these. this lamp is adding to that, that's for sure. Kind of going with this again, but it gives it like a spongy look, so I don't know. I don't know if that's advisable. Oh, I got this closet, and I've got this awesome walk-in closet actually, but it's got all these hooks, but no coat rack. And I got this wire racking that somebody gave me. They yanked out of their new construction house where they just give you the cheapest crap ever. I think a nice wire rack on this side would be good because you can hang clothes underneath it. It looks like they had a shelf on this side, but that's kind of dumb because that's, you know, the tall side. Unless they were, you can't, how do you get anything on the top shelf? But I'm no smart person, but maybe I'll put it on the low side so you could stand there. Michael Myers in the closet. It's a good look, huh? Yeah, one of these guys. Maybe that high, maybe lower. Guess higher is better. For the ladies, you know, they like to hang dresses and such. And these guys just go like that, go into the wall, preferably where a stud is. Yeah, so I don't even have to bolt it to the back. I think this is genius. All right, we'll let that cure on the old heat lamp. That's almost dry. I wonder if I could do another. It's tacky, and it's kind of wet in the seams. I better wait. I always rush things. Are you doing a workout here, Mike? No, I'm over here fixing a mistake I made when I cut the carpet. I was very sloppy. So I picked up this carpet adhesive, universal seam sealer. It says it's for this stuff, you know. So I just kind of got it held together until I move it and make it worse. But yeah, let's keep some pressure on that. Maybe I'll get some tape. That might be a good idea. Got this baking on the heat lamp, like I took the car to Mako or something. Isn't that what they used to do? Put it in an oven? Well, see if I can get another coat on that before the end of the day. Same with this guy. They're a little short from when I cut the shower out, so I just gave them a 45. It's either that or bring them out, leave a gap back here. I could probably add a piece, but I don't care anymore. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I made this little ditty yesterday. I put this little shelf in and trimmed it out because it wasn't looking right. That looks a little bit better. Nice little shelf when you come in the bathroom. Vanity here, it'll be a cabinet, turlet, and open space for activities. Dad came over, he helped me get this back up. It's got primer on it. Got this all up, it's wired. We're working, ready for paint. I'm somehow right with this. He wants to get a piece of trim, hide all these screws, but I don't know, whatever. I think caulking will fix that. Maybe I'll work on this door. Well, I want to get the door back in here. It's drying right now. And then I can work on building that top piece. Look at that sun coming in, looks nice. All right, there was a level with that side. I put a level across. The floor, on the other hand, is a little iffy. All right, it is the next day. Wow, that's some impressive stuff, that glue. Look at that. It basically bonded that all back together. Nice. No bleed through or anything. Highly recommend. All right, I'm going to do the rest of this. And then I'll get back to, maybe I'll start painting the other room.